everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. This video I'm going to be doing is just a little quick one about if you're thinking about getting into the performing arts industry, whether that be musical theatre, acting, dance, whatever. I just thought I'd do a little video on just like a couple of little things to think about before you start, really. So that's what I'm going to do. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know why I've gone all Cockney all of a sudden. This can be kind of used for anyone, really, like if you're kind of thinking about getting into any industry anywhere. My first thing for you to think about is it really what you want to do? Like, is it something that you're prepared to put time, energy, money into, your whole heart, to be rejected, to maybe not get to exactly where you want to be straight away? If all the answers to those are yes, then go for it. If they're not, maybe give it a bit of time to have a think on it, because you know, there's no rush for anyone. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone takes different amounts of time to kind of get to where they want to get to. So there's no rush. My second thing to think about is, what are you doing to kind of start off that journey to make it happen? If you want to be a musical theatre, you have to be able to dance, sing and act. You have to really start at trying to get all three under your belt. There's loads of local dance schools. I went to a local dance school when I was younger, and then I found a local choir that I went to because I did dancing festivals and I loved them. I did them from like the age of 5. And then when I was about 8, I got my first song and dance, which is where like you sing and dance at the same time. And I was like, and it was Doll on a Music Box from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I've got a video of it somewhere and I wish that I could find it. It is hilarious. It's the worst thing you've ever heard. I was so proud. I had this little tutu. My dad made me a music box, like it was full out. And I was terrible, but I was so excited. And I remember my dancing teacher came over to my mum afterwards and she was like, I think George could do with some singing lessons. And my mum was like, I mean, I would be offended, but I kind of agree with you. So then my mum took me to a local choir. I liked to sing. And then I also went to, there was like right at the bottom of my road, there was a little drama club. And I used to go to that as well. So there are definitely things you can do. It's not like you have to go to this prestigious London performing arts school when you're like 12. I don't think that is necessary from such a young age. I think it's far better to take the time and really learn about yourself and try and learn, because there's so many good schools around. You don't have to go to London, you don't have to go away to like a boarding school or like anything. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and I did that and it was great, and if you want to, you totally can. But I mean, it's very expensive, and I think if you're on the fence about whether it's something you want to do or not, I think definitely don't go away. I mean, I knew without a shadow of a doubt, to the point of like insanity, that it was what I wanted to do. So it kind of made sense for me to go away. But if you're kind of on the fence, then I would say maybe just hold off. But there's still so much you can do. Train as much as you can. And also then that'll teach you whether it is something you want to do. And then you can pursue going away to schools and stuff. That's my third thing. So if you've done all that and you know, like, okay, no, this is what I want to do with my life. This is the thing I love more than anything else to do. Not more than like your family, but like, you know, more than any of your other subjects at school. Then I would consider having a look into going away to a performing arts college when you're kind of 18. Like, I mean, you can go away sooner. There are schools for that. I went to one. If you want to hear about them, then I'll do a video on it. But I just don't know. It's not necessary, basically. It's not necessary to go away that young. You really don't need to. Like, you can get just as good training and all that, like, in your local town. Everyone's different. Whatever's right for you, basically. Like, but don't think you need to go away at that age, because you really don't. Yeah, once you get to 18 and you're kind of thinking, like, this is what I really want to do with my career, then this is what I really want to do with my life, then I would definitely look into what schools are out there for the particular profession that you want to go into. I did a musical theatre degree in London because I wanted to do musicals. So that's what I went for. But if you're really interested in drama, film, ballet, dance, you look for the school that specialises in that specific skill. Do your research. And another thing I will say is, I'll do a whole video on drama schools as well. But I really believe that it's not where you go that matters, it's what you put into it. So you may get into the top drama school in the country. You might get into it, full scholarship, boom. But if you spend the whole time there, not really focused or committed, or you don't give it your full energy, but someone say at a local school, you know, it's not one of like the top 3 in the country, but they work hard every day, they put that all into it, they're gonna do better. Like, I truly believe it's not the school you go to. It does help, and it really helped me, because I got great training and I got really great opportunities from it, which I'll go into in another video. But if I hadn't put my all into everything I did at that college, I wouldn't have got to where I got to, because the story of how I actually got into the industry is simply down to my determination and not kind of giving up, I say, and not kind of letting my focus, I don't know really how to explain it. I remember like how I kind of made the bridge between college and industry is I remember kind of how it happened, and I know that if I had acted in any other way in that situation, it wouldn't have turned out the way it did, and I wouldn't have got my first ever job. So that's a story for another video. If you want to hear it, do let me know. But yeah, I know that just because I was at a really good school and had a really great opportunity does not mean that I will have got that opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just because I worked hard, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, if you give it your everything and focus all your energy on it, then you will succeed. And it might take a while, because everyone's different. But someone said this to me. It was this amazing woman who is like, I'm not going to say who it is, but she is a West End star. Like, she's amazing. I had a chat with her once, and she was so kind to me, and she gave me this little bit of advice, and she was like, the moment that you give up is normally the moment, and this applies to everything, like getting into schools, getting into shows, everything. The moment you give up is normally the moment right before you're about to get exactly what you want. And I think that that's so true, because you can get to the point where you're like, right, that's it, give up, I've failed too many times, I haven't got into drama school too many times, I haven't got into a show this many times, I don't know, I haven't got an agent, whatever it is. If you'd have tried one more time, I bet you that would have been the time that you would have succeeded. And I think, that's quite scary, isn't it, to think like, God, imagine like you give it all up, but there's like this little thing over here going, no, don't give up, I'm right here. So I literally think I'm going to say this in every video, but just don't give up and believe in yourself. And I really love that bit of advice, and if that could help any of you, I really hope that it does. Was that 3 things, did I say? Yes, it was 3 things. Oh my god. Yeah, so that was just a little chatty thing about if you're considering getting into schools, and it's kind of advice for everyone in the industry, really. I need to make these videos a bit more specific, but I'm kind of little bits of like information are kind of getting like thrown around. So I'll try and be a bit more specific in future, but if this helped anyone, please let me know. I really hope it did. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Have the best day ever, and don't give up. And have a great day. Bye.